All right, my friends, this is the 5th time I am trying to film this reading for the collective. It is having a hard time coming out, and I feel it's because perhaps there's a lot of distractions, interferences with your connection to spirit. So we're going to bring a message in now. This is the 5th time I'm going to try. I asked Spirit, I said, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to just continue filming. So we'll see what happens here now. This is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also a timeless reading. So whenever you're showing up here with me is when you're meant to receive this message. So let's go ahead, call in Spirit. Those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. So Spirit is letting me know that they're stepping in right now. There is divine intervention underway. They are protecting you from something, okay? So this is where I'm getting the sense of delay, the sense of hesitancy or even doubt in your mind, or something that's in the way. Like this feels like distraction or interferences. So that's really interesting. That's coming. That's spirit. That's divine intervention that is underway. So Spirit wants you to breathe through whatever it is that you are going through right now. You are being protected. So if something's not working your way, release the emotions, the anger, and whatever it is that you are feeling worked up about. And just put that weight down for a moment and breathe through it. The emotions we're meant to feel, but they're not meant to override our experience. So you're legitimately feeling what it is that you're feeling, going through an experience, but you don't have to allow the experience and the emotions to dictate how you're going to move through the energy. You get to choose this. So Spirit is bringing into your awareness messages and guidance around this. And if you're already resonating with what I'm saying, then this reading is definitely for you. So we're going to start with a spirit animal card. This is an animal that is going to be guiding you. We'll see how many come through. I feel I need to pull 3 cards. So you're going to see maybe 3 animal energies around you. And this is what these animals are wanting to share with you. So we are getting the giraffe. So I don't know if you've seen a giraffe anywhere. This is a confirmation. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. Reflection. It is a time to pause and to reflect. If you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners. Before deciding on a solution, your circumstances need to be examined carefully. We don't want to rush through whatever's happening. We want to feel in, immerse ourselves within the experience we're having, because in that experience is where the guidance, the clarity, the signs lie. There's something that you might not be seeing, and Spirit is asking you to slow down within the experience, to take a look to see maybe there's something that you're not seeing. We have the cougar, leadership. This is where you're stepping into the role of the leader in your life, okay? So some of you might be seeing a cougar, maybe the word cougar, the word giraffe. This is coming up as well. So the message from the cougar is, you have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong, using the power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. This is where you are clear. You're communicating clearly. There's intention behind the words you are speaking and the actions that you are taking. So the cougar here, and we'll pull one more, is the hippopotamus, so exploration. So again, if you're seeing a hippopotamus, this is a confirmation. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one there on your screen. So if you have become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Okay, so they're wanting you to step into the energy of curiosity and exploration and create the change that you desire, or take control, leadership of the way that you are moving through a situation that may be unfolding, okay? So the delays, the misunderstandings, the things that are setting you back a bit right now through whatever experience, however that is showing up, know that's divine timing in disguise. That is a divine intervention taking place to slow things down a little bit because you are being rerouted. This is what's happening right now. So know that and own that power. Be strong through whatever you are going through. This reading's point is to bring you back to who you are and to what you're meant to do here on earth. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have this power within ourselves that you have within yourself that you're meant to wield. How are you using your power right now? This is your body temple. This is your spirit that is showing up in human form. This human form, how are you using this human form, connecting with it to co-create in your world? Your energy, your efforts are what you're going to experience. And what Spirit is showing me is results are going to speak louder than words. The results, your actions. Your actions are going to speak louder than your words. So where are you directing your energy and power at this time? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have a new experience, an opportunity to show up differently in a situation, show up maybe as a leader, step into those shoes and see what you can make of it, what you can do with it, what you can co-create with it. There's a lot of confirmations, a lot of communication that Spirit is bringing into your life, especially through animals and numbers. So pay attention to the numbers 1111. They come up a lot. That's just an activation point, awareness point for you, something that you're meant to recognize or know or understand within the experience you're having as you're seeing that number. So yeah, I feel this is also like a third eye awakening or a spiritual awakening, receiving knowledge or information somewhere that allows you to open up to a new path, a new experience. We have the Nine of Swords, so you are releasing and letting go of something here. You are also elevating and leveling up in your life experience. Now, there are stories, words, things that are in your mind that weigh heavily on you that you need to work through, process. Maybe someone said something to you recently. Maybe someone said no. Maybe there was a closed door you experienced and you're putting the weight of that on yourself. This is where Spirit wants you to focus on nurturing yourself. You have an opportunity to actually work hard by putting energy into self-care and self-love. Okay, so I'm getting like a boot camp energy. So I don't know if any of you went to boot camp. Maybe your parents did, a brother, a dad even. Or this is like an exercise circuit that might be called boot camp, but the word boot camp is coming in. And the tone of boot camp, like a drill sergeant. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely coming in through the energy of the Nine of Swords. There's sadness here. There's a lot of emotions, disappointment, regret, shame, all kinds of emotions that some of you might be feeling and holding on to. Maybe you went through something recently. This is where Spirit is actually wanting to comfort you in this experience, even though sometimes we don't want to be comforted because we're feeling emotional and just feeling like not being comforted. Know the comfort and the support is there because whatever is happening here is a rerouting of you and a divine intervention. Something didn't work out for some of you. This is what I feel like, or something didn't work out for you in the past and you're holding on to that. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition and you will also receive your own messages. And I love it when you share with me how these cards, how this reading resonates for you. So share with me in the comment section below. All right. So, oh my goodness. So this card, it flipped out of my hand and just like fell to the ground like this, fell on the table like this. So giving up, frustration, fear of starting over, starting fresh, maybe because of judgments of others, words of others, being put down in some way. I'm getting an inner child wound that some of you are carrying around and allowing to affect you around experiences that you are trying to create in your life. So Here, I feel that you're about to shift into a new cycle. There's an old cycle that you may have been repeating in some way. It's almost like every time you get into this cycle, it's a new recipe. It feels the same, but it's a different situation. So I feel this is being brought into your awareness, and you're about to actually shift into a new cycle, a new experience. Okay, so before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today, so those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. There is a lot going on here in these cards. I feel that some of you have been working very, very hard for a very long time to create something that you have dreamt about, something that you visualize, something that you've been holding on to since you were a young child, a young adult, or recently. And maybe you've gone through some sort of a loss, some sort of failure, some sort of a mistake. Something happened here that is putting you in the situation of the Nine of Swords. Like, this is a really heavy energy. I'm picking up on it. Intensely, immensely is also a word. Like, I'm seeing a lot of tears. It's just like the card image, right? A lot of different stories maybe you have of this experience in your life. And perhaps because of this, you're holding on to this as a story of your life, right? When in actuality, what you've gone through, you have learned and you have evolved. Had you not gone through those experiences, you wouldn't have known what it was like to have that experience. Maybe it didn't work out, and that's okay. And what happens is, even in my own life, when I've gone through experiences that didn't work out. So I was married, my first husband, I got married at 19. And that's the story that's coming through this card. Is I thought for sure that I found my life partner, that I was so proud that I found someone at such a young age. I'm going to have this story when I'm older. And it didn't turn out that way at all. And I tried to hold on to that story for so long, and holding on to that experience, trying to make it perfect. And it wasn't, and I was trying to control it. It just led to, you know, an experience. I was married to an alcoholic, right? And it was just 12 years of a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of growing, a lot of knowledge, a lot of, you know, understandings, right? So I feel that you have gained a lot, and you are being led towards something that is a part of your purpose, and you might not know this yet. And this is why divine intervention is coming in, because something is happening here that feels like something from the past. It feels like a story that keeps happening to you over and over again, or you have this feeling or something within you, a seed of doubt, a seed of disbelief, a seed of not, you know, having faith, because you've been through it. You've seen the story unfold many, many times. It's like you've been here, you've done that, but there's something different here. There's a path now that is rerouting you to something that is different. This is coming through the Page of Pentacles. This is where Spirit wants you to adopt a new mindset, to adopt a beginner's mind, you know, and that's hard to do when we are scarred or have these experiences engraved within our soul that we carry, right? Sometimes it's because it's carried as strength. There's a purpose for it, why you're carrying it around. And I feel that whatever purpose this reason is, it's being channeled into something that is new, that is different. You get to wield it as power this time, right? Rather than as weakness. And this is where the Page of Pentacles is coming in, an opportunity to do something a bit differently with what you're feeling, to allow the emotions to pass and release and not carry them forward. Our emotions are valid. They are not weakness, okay? They're our compass. They're communication from our physical body to our soul. There's something that is going on within us that we need to attend to when we are feeling emotional. And it's not something that we're meant to suppress our emotions, right? Sometimes we suppress them. I used to think that my emotions were weakness. And I thought if I shared my emotions that people would think a certain way of me, or think I wasn't capable of something, or whatever I thought back then. And now I don't totally express them. I still have this problem, and I'm working on it. It hasn't gone away completely, but it's something that I feel this is a release. I feel this Nine of Swords. What is this for you? There's a lot of a lot in your mind here, a lot. I feel this has to do with your childhood. This might have to do with like wounds around parents, maybe school, friendships, maybe even love. There's something that you're processing, something that you're working through, something that may feel like a closed door for you recently. And this is divine timing in disguise. There's a lot of growing. There's a lot of something that you're meant to heal through still before this door can open. And the door that you're trying to open here isn't the door for you, especially if it's not opening for you. Okay, so they want you to release it. They want you to surrender to what it is that you are going through and allow yourself to feel the feelings that you're feeling around that, not to suppress it, not to fight it, not to resist it, not to deny it, not to hide it, but rather feel it. Allow yourself to move through this energy because you're actually moving through it. We're here to experience this earthly realm, and this earthly realm is full of emotions, full of energies that make us feel a certain way. We're very empathetic. We have a very heightened sense of, sense of knowing. It's like an empathic energy, right? So it's your sensory experience may be feeling heightened. And this is the energy of the Nine of Swords that keep coming up. It's like this energy's threaded or weaved in through your life's journey here. So you're going to have to share with me the story. What is this for you? You're working through this, and know whatever these closed doors are, whatever these hurts and pains are, whatever it is that you have experienced is a part of your purpose here on earth. I'm getting a soul contract coming in through this Page of Pentacles. This is a seed that you planted before you came here into this earthly realm. And I feel whatever the seed is, I feel it's you. You are the seed that was planted, and you are now blossoming and you are growing. And Spirit wants you to remember back to who you are. When you came to earth as that child, as a newborn, I don't remember my life as a newborn. I don't know how far I can go back into my memory as me being a child. I'll have to really sit down and think about it. But I feel that when we're born into this earth, we are born in the energy of love, in the energy of abundance, and it's through our upbringing, society, our community, our schooling, education, all kinds of things, our parents, traditions, culture, all kinds of things that shape us into who we are. And we come to a place in our lives where sometimes we're not connected with that energy, and we start to question life. We start to, step into our own and look for what's true for us and become that. I feel this is the journey that you're on. Maybe you're beginning it somewhere, and we have different experiences, different awakenings, and different perspectives that we go through. So you may be going through a phase that has closed out, something that was looping for a bit. Finally, there's awareness around it. You learned something through it. Now you've processed it and you're moving forward with it. And this is where, the energy and the effort that you put into this work, into allowing yourself to be within that experience and understanding that divine timing is at play, that you're releasing any kind of time constraints that you have, any kind of strings you've attached to, a belief or a desire or a dream. You're cutting the cords on this and you're letting it just kind of move and allowing. It's not that you're allowing, it's the way that you're showing up within the experiences. Right? We can go through many different hardships, many different upships, right? Uplifting energies. Life is full of fluctuations. Life is going to teach us what we're meant to know. So we just got to allow life to life, allow ourselves to life in that life without taking things personally. And I feel I don't know what this is. You're going to have to share with me and how these cards are connecting with this. Those of you that are here, you're receiving your own messages, and I'm seeing some of you working really hard. I'm seeing you doing the best that you can. I'm seeing even you doing the best for your parents. I'm seeing your parents connected somehow, trying to help others, trying to uplift, humans, this world through the energy of love. Your energy, your efforts are not for nothing. There's a purpose and a reason why you are here. I'm seeing someone going through a lot of different kinds of emotions. There's some uncertainty here, questions, like you're not exactly sure. I'm getting days that are blurring. Like I'm getting a lot of different things. I feel you've been working a lot. It feels like you've time jumped. I feel like this too. I remember myself when I had my daughters. My daughter just had her second grandson. So I'm a grandmother of 2 boys. And it's taking me back to when I had my daughters and how quickly I'm here now as a grandma, right? And the work and the effort and all the energy, the story, the history, all the wisdom, everything that I've gone through that I'm able to share with all of you. And I feel that, I don't know, some of you are at a point here. Something is happening and maybe you are going through your life's history or going through something that has to do with you, your experience, your kids maybe. I don't know what this is, but Spirit is letting you know that this is the process, that you're exactly where you need to be, where you are right now with whatever experience you are having, and to trust that whatever is unfolding for the highest good, for your highest good. And there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge. There's an opportunity to do something different, to make a different choice that is more aligned to who you truly are. And there's almost like a remembering of who you are within this reading as well, right? Sometimes we get lost in the energy of this world, right? This earthly realm. There's a lot of noise in the world right now. And, you know, sometimes I'm getting someone who has really worked hard to build something, and that is now changing in some way. I don't know what this is. This could be your energy or someone else in your life, and you're feeling empathetic towards someone or feeling and a lot of different kinds of emotions around someone else, carrying them as your weight, trying to support them the best that you can. This could be you supporting a parent, a family member, or someone else. And it feels like you're just carrying this weight. It's like this work that they've done, there's a redirection, a rerouting of energy. And this work wasn't for nothing is what they're saying. So they want you to not hold on to this. I don't know what this is. It's a dark energy that's coming in. And I feel that a lot of the world is feeling this right now. And it's because there's an old system that is falling away and we're entering this new earth, and this new earth speaks a different language. And what's happening is we are now shifting an energy and adjusting to this new language. And sometimes adjusting to change can be hard for some of us that are used to certain ways of doing things. So I'm getting an adjustment period that you're having to get used to, and this is why you're meant to surrender to something. And it's really hard. I know change sometimes is hard. I remember when I was working in an office where I was used to a system that they had a program and they wanted to change it. And the new one, I was like, oh, this is awful. I hate the way this is. Like, why do I have to learn it? And I got into the adjustment, and finally I got really good at it and found ways that I was able to do other things that I was doing in the old system in this new system that actually worked better. It was more efficient, and it was just getting used to it, learning it. And then once I knew it, and this is how this energy is coming in. There's an adjustment period that is happening, and you have to allow yourself to move through that adjustment. Know that your efforts, you know, I don't know, maybe you learned something or you've been doing something and you're kind of trying in your life, throughout your life, where you're kind of like, I don't know what the purpose of this is and why I had to learn this in my life. But you're coming to a place now where that energy, you're able to use it now in your life. So it's really weird how this is coming in. It might not make sense, but trust that everything's happening in the way it's meant to for you. All right. And allow yourself to move through this. Spirit is asking me to encourage you to create peace and allow yourself space and room to process and release and work with whatever this is, because you are ascending through the process of the Nine of Swords. I feel the divine intervention is within the energy of the Nine of Swords for you today, and all of these messages coming through are guiding you. So what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card. This is the Alki Oracle deck. It is the Spirit Warrior energy. All right, so let's see what it is that the Spirit Warrior energy wants to share with you today. So we are getting for you is Prima Vera, she who begins. All right. So Primavera here, we've got beautiful lime green. It feels like key lime pie. This is what I'm getting here. lime, and we've got some moths or butterflies here. Launch, actualize, and potential. So I feel this is connecting to the Page of Pentacles because there's something new starting. There's a new version of you emerging right now, and this is what this card feels like. It's really connecting with the Page of Pentacles. An opportunity, a seed. So let's see what it is that Primavera is wanting to share with you. You might be resonating with the name. Primavera, she who begins, celebrates the birth of all things in nature. She welcomes the rising sun as the herald of each new day. Delicate vines echo the fine chain she wears as her crown. Rather than become a part of the vines, she moves into the next moment. Everything she honors has a fresh start. The grapes will be transformed into wine. The butterflies will lay eggs for the next generation of caterpillars. All things in her purview launch something else to Primavera. So Primavera rejoices in the potentials of all things beginning. This card urges you to get started. Whatever has been on your mind or in your heart, this is the moment to begin. Commit to the journey ahead by facing the dawn. You are being called forth to set the match to the fuse. It's time to light things up and take the next bold step. Spread your wings and put a smile on your face as you greet the next good thing coming into your life. Like Primavera, open yourself to beginnings because it's time to actualize your potential. It's time to move on from whatever this is. You don't have to carry this anymore. And I feel this is a story, words, right, that are in the background now. They're in the distance. They don't belong to you anymore. So I've got 3 journaling prompts. Feel free to write these down and use them. What do I want to start? What is it that you're wanting to start? And are you doing everything you can to actualize your potential? Are you doing everything that you can to actualize your potential? What new beginnings are happening for you right now? What are some new beginnings that are happening for you in your life? You can share with me in the comment section below. So Primavera here. Sometimes we have to release the old in order to step into the new, and there's a lot of new that is coming in. You have a lot of power to initiate the new and embrace it and work hard to create abundance and love around it. You have the power and the ability to co-create with whatever seeds you receive, the ones that you embrace, right? So what we're going to do now is close off with an angel number. And as you see in the cards, there's a lot of stars. Stars, I feel light. You're being directed. You are being guided at this time. Connect to your spirit mind as you're moving through your life experience. And stars, maybe you're seeing shooting stars, right? The night sky. And you're meant to shine bright like a diamond, like a star. So an angel number to close off, an angel number that is guiding you through this energy today is clear vision. You're being blessed with clear vision. Okay, so 2020, you get crystal clarity around a situation. And this is a time for you to be discerning, right? Perspective, I feel that you're getting clarity. This is opening you up to a new perspective, a new way of being, a new way of doing. And there's a higher understanding here as well. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. Right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.